Good evening, everyone, to the ALTTPR Casual Boots Tournament. I am Dylan Lee. I'm patiently waiting for my co-commentator, Krista. She should be on her way, but we're going to go ahead and get this match going here. This is round 2 of the brackets, the first match between Specks and ganonsgonewild. Should be a really great match like all of them have been. Hope all of you are having a great night and ready to watch some Zelda racing with all of us. So should be getting underway here right about now. Just gonna wait for ganonsgowewild's stream, Specks stream to catch up here. There we are. Not a whole lot so far, just 3 bombs for each of our runners. Right. So we got Ether medallion for both runners. Pretty nice. I know speedrunning myself, I don't mind some early medallions. Yes, Armix, both these runners are very efficient, so should see a pretty quick escape from both of them. Oh, thank you for that knowledge, wall kicks. Looks like Eastern and Desert are regular crystals, and Tower of Hera's are red crystal. Yes, nice early Master Sword in Dark Cross. And we got Gamma Chew in the chat as well. Gamma, if you can find Krista, let her know that we went ahead and started without her. Krista's supposed to be here. Yes, I'm sure Krista will be along soon. Just some green rubies from our crab drop. Ooh. Believe that's a glove on Lumberjack there. And Prototator, right now the MSU that Specks is using is Shining Force. So it's a mixture of Shining Force 1 and Shining Force 2, I believe. Got ourselves a blue boomerang as well. Yes, Specks is the Red Ranger. Good eye. We may end up seeing different colored Rangers throughout the game. Yeah, I have no idea what sprite that is that ganonsgonewild is using. No idea. Got some early powder. So won't be seeing any fake powdering this match. And the bug net, the fillet. Got some extra fillet for you. Oh, yep. Got hammer and powder. And then we'll see if the game actually wants to give our runners something for that effort. A pearl. All right. This is definitely a follow the breadcrumbs kind of seed. But will we get dark agate? That's a good question. Oh, no lamp there. Getting a slight deviation here. Ganon's Gone Wild opting for the more checks here. Not a bad play. And there's the glove. And everyone's favorite shield. Yes, good point. It is still an Agaseed with that the Titan mitts on Lumberjack. See if those breadcrumbs lead to Sick Kid with seeing that bottle there. Ooh. That bow. That out of logic bow. It looks like our pennants are Thieves, Ice, and TR. Oh, Hype Cave's a little hype with that hook shot. And a Bombos. And a Tempered Sword. I would say that's the hypest Hype Cave I've seen in a while. I know a lot of us have lost our confidence in Hype Cave. But every once in a while you get a seed. Gives you some hype. Get our map check from Specks. And our first major deviation with Specks opting for this side of Dark World, and Ganon's Gone Wild making the early play here. And there's the lamp to fully put that in logic. Still wondering where those flippers are, but don't really need those flippers till we need to go to Swamp. But for those of us watching on Ganon's Gone Wild side, it's not going to be as boring walking around in the dark. And there's those flippers to fully put Pod into logic all the way. Looks like we're going to see Specky get his sword and bombos and hookshot here. Ganon's Gone Wild, opting with that Death Warp without the mirror. And upon seeing that hookshot, we're getting a look at Death Mountain from Specks here. Yeah, sword beams always screw up that room. Ooh, nice half magic for Specks there, but not a whole lot else. And with that, at about 21 minutes, we have our first crystal dungeon cleared for Ganon's Gone Wild. But Specs won't be too far behind with his first crystal dungeon clear. We'll just have to see if we have a rude Tower Hera with something in Hera basement. Oh, there's our boots placeholder. And that's right now for Tower of Hera. See if that last item's on the boss, or we're gonna see the small key. And that small key, and with no fire source, not able to go check that on Spec's side. It looks like Eastern's having all that Zora money there. Not a whole lot else to do on Death Mountain for Specs. I know Specs did not check Spec Rock, at least the inside. And nothing in Spiral. We are going to get that hobo check now from Specs. Finding his bow and leading him to the same path that Ganon's been taking here. just some pajamas in Saha's closet. Finally seeing that Aga play on Ganon's Gone Wild side here. After getting 2 crystals, looks like Ganon's Gone Wild's really wanting that set of mitts. It does look like it was a God Eastern. I wasn't sure myself. And I kind of think we saw the routing that we did from Specks and Ganon's Gone Wild, because Ganon's Gone Wild got the Out of Logic bow. Right, now in Ganon's Gone Wild side, we're going to see how many blue balls Aga's got for us today. I was going to say 99. Oh, that'd be torture. And just like that, from Red Ranger to Blue Ranger. Oh, I think I had 11 the other night, and that I couldn't believe it. I was like, if this was an NMG run, it'd be immediately resetting. Hey, whoever made this sprite, maybe should have started with the Green Ranger. Not my Ranger. And Catfish with a Samaria. Wow. Catfish coming through. The Mitts pickup by ganonsgonewild. We'll be seeing him go up the mountain as well. Most likely finding the half magic up there and not a lot else. Yes, corrosive frost. Yep, chat's always great about letting you know. You start out with boots, of course. You start out with a sword, and it's a standard start, so it starts at the beginning of the game. And then, fun fact, if you see Uncle leave walking out with a sword, then Uncle's gonna have a sword on him. So then technically you would be starting with the level 2 sword. And then, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it just has the progressive swords in the game. So no extra swords. And, you know, that's the great thing about A Link to the Past Randomizer is there are so many different ways to play the game now with Randomizer. But it can get a little confusing and with how which modes are played and how they start off. When you get into the pot sanity kind of stuff, that's when it gets a little crazy. Yeah, it does look like Ganon's Gone Wild, regardless of having that lamp, is gonna leave that item in her basement. So hopefully that won't come back to bite either of our runners, because Specky did not have the lamp when he first cleared Terra. I'm looking in the chat now. SpeedGaming must know that I'm calming solo right now. I also have Matt Sit 08 here tracking for us. Thanks for taking your time tonight to be our master tracker. And wherever Krista is, I hope everything's okay. That's the most important thing. No. No, Krista's not in the room, unfortunately. And thank you, Matt, for that. Please do follow our runners. They do more than just this tournament. Some of them are known for finding glitches that are now used in the game. Specky with Specky Clip there in Swamp. A lot of great people within the Randomizer community. So give them a follow, check them out. We've always got something going on in this community. Ooh. I've been there. Getting knocked off that ledge. Right now we have quite a few items we're still looking for. Don't necessarily need Ice Rod, but Fire Rod definitely for Skullwoods. Flute for Mire. But with finding all 3 medallions on Ganon's Gone Wild side, that knowledge is irrelevant. Nothing on Bumper Ledge there. Now it looks like we're seeing Ganon's Gone Wild retrace all of Specks' depths here. Specks picking up his tight mitts. Yeah, that catfish. It's gonna be hard to see Specks getting that anytime soon. Yeah, as of right now, that was interesting. There we go. Kinda has to be something on in one of the pendant dungeons here. Yeah, unfortunately can't do Swamp Palace yet with no mirror. They're both missing quite a few items here that gonna allow either runner to progress. But we all have alienated Sick Kid here, and Sick Kid has nothing. It's unfortunate. Yes, Ivius, Mirrorless Smith Chain, the one everyone's afraid of. Maybe the answer. I've had that be the answer more often than not, and I've had the mirror be on purple chest. So, and it looks like we may be getting that from Specks after he checks Thieves Town here. Yes, King's Tomb was not anything, unfortunately. But Hammer Peg is maybe the answer. What do we get? No? And here's ganonsgonewild picking up his flippers. And with that, technically, you have Ice Palace as well with Bombos. So Ice Palace may also be the answer. You know, I don't disagree, but Ice Palace, especially on ganonsgonewild's side, looks very enticing, having that Cane of Samaria. And I think that's maybe what we might be seeing here. And I have no idea where Ganon picked up those silvers. I kind of missed that myself. Silver's Burning Skull. Okay. Yep, I missed that. And I don't think Specks has been there yet, so. Oh, Matt's got it now. I mean, I saw him dip in there, but I was also looking at some other things here. 2 bottles. 2 bottles for each runner. And there's that mirror. Not even going to go the rest of the way. Oh, no. So for Specks, not sure when we're going to see Catfish, and Specks can go to Ice Palace, but is going to need that Cane of Samaria for Meyer. Yep, down to Fire Rod and Flute. But the items we're looking for could also be behind Mushroom or Shovel or the book. Let's see how spicy the seed gets here. Nothing on Smith. And we got Specky Clip over here on ganonsgonewild's side. Super easy, super clean. Yeah, you know, Zora is still outstanding. And, yes, Corrosive, Magic Bat was the pearl, yes. As Diabolical Pancake also just said there. And nothing in swamp so far. Feels bad on the smith chain. Now looks like we are getting that Agena check from Specks now. That's been a check that's been orphaned for a while here. Most likely get a play for left side swamp from ganonsgonewild. With there being nothing so far. Definitely wouldn't want to have to come back here. Specks should get his mirror here. Yep. Wall kick's correct there. Although in the back of my mind, I would wonder, man, if Mir was here, is there anything else? Especially with Specks still looking for Samaria, along with Flute and Fire Rod. Nothing left side swamp. I mean, a mirror shield if that makes you happy. We do have both crystals now, so Pyramid Fairy definitely the play. And the flute. That is going to be our Mire and Desert tickets right there. Oh, yes, and any of you still hoping for Ped? I mean, from the outside looking in, after seeing that flute, if we do get the Pyramid Fairy check from Specks after this, he may be thinking Desert might have some Aria. You know, hopefully we don't shovel on Ganon's Gone Wild side. Hopefully we don't get a double dip of Mire. Also had some Aria show up in Mire many a times. Ganon's Gone Wild saying no to the front of Desert after grabbing that big key. Pretty quick dispatch of Landmo there for Ganon's Gone Wild. Now it's just Mire and Skullwoods left. Yes, you know, at this point for Specks, I don't see Specks going back to Catfish. You know, of course, to keep a close match, I'm hoping Specks does, but Desert with nothing. Yeah, and there's that fire rod. Yep, that is indeed go mode for Ganon's Gone Wild at pretty much the hour mark. And we have Godmire. Wow. Wow. Yeah, jumping the gun just a little bit on the GT check there, but we'll remember you're 15. I'm kind of wondering if that's gonna do that shovel check there. I do have a surprise for you all. I believe Krista is going to join us. And there's that cape that we don't need. That's unfortunate. Really is. You know, Catfish usually has nothing. But this is one of those times where it blows out your whole seat, unfortunately. Yes, both runners checked Zora Ledge. But Zora itself was not checked. Yep, get your checks in for GT. And Noestria, we know you are 15.
I feel I'm the little person on the planet. I'm rooting to happen. Dylan, how are you?
Yes, I'm good, Krista. How are you? I've been trying to hold the fort down.
Yeah, my mother went critical and I had to kind of rush her to the hospital.
I'm so
But
sorry to hear that. I hope she's okay.
yes, 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 she is. She is. Because I would never miss an opportunity to do comms with you, my friend. And it looks like I am a little bit on the late side, but it looks like GGW versus Specs. Everybody is having a royal time, and I am so happy to know that you have been here. And why am I here? But she is better. She is better, guys. I
Good,
got her
good.
to the hospital, but you know, she is doing well, so no worries. And it looks like GGW right now is in. Ooh,
And
GT right now gets
and that's
rewarded with
God
butter.
GT as well.
With getting butter. So, you know, and it's also good to be surrounded around friends and all that good stuff. And nothing like some cursed boots action to get your mind off of everything. And it looks like, with the climb, so GGW is actually almost finished.
Yeah, and you'll never believe it. Samaria is on Trash Fish,
Oh
which
no.
Specks has unfortunately orphaned.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we've got Specks looking for that. Specks is gonna find silvers here pretty quick, but
Interesting, interesting. And but at least GGW is going in with full regalia, just missing out on the wonderful mirror shield.
and the red mail.
Yeah, so they don't have GGW doesn't have the whole shebang going on, but it's GGW. I mean, come on, GGW could go in green mail aplenty and be absolutely okay. You know, he's one of, I believe he's the number 2 seed, in brackets right now, with number 1 being Gamma. So going
Of
against the
course.
tactician Specs. So if we were to put a label on GGW, we could call him the Black Mamba of the tournament, and
Right.
just be like, he's just going to lay the 5 finger exploding palm, palm technique on everyone. And it looks like Specs is going into Juicetown, which is never any fun
Yeah.
unless you're home wrecker. So that's, and you're like, oh no.
It's that double dip too, unfortunately.
Ooh, you have to double dip Juicetown?
Well, he still hasn't gone to Catfish. That's where Samaria is.
Wait, Homie Fish
Yeah.
actually had something?
Yeah. And Ganon's Gone
Ah,
Wild almost save and quitted before it hit the ground.
if I had been here from the beginning, this would have been the seed of plenty. Just to have Homie Fish be the required. Oh, that is usually a game killer for so many people, because it's such an out of the way check. But I personally love it
Yes.
because you can combine that. For me, I love Homie Fish. I usually will rush it normally, but a lot of people wait to do that with Pyramid Ledge, or you do that with going to pod, going into that that neighborhood type of thing. But
Right.
I do love me some homie fish. Oh, this
Oh,
is just so beautiful.
we
And
we also had Mir in the first chest of Pendant Ice Palace,
well,
and then Flute was
Dylan, how
in
many
on
times
Pyramid
has that
Fairy.
happened? How many times has that happened? And chat
Quite
should know
quite
that
a few.
anytime that I'm around, it's always pendant ice is where it's at, you know? If it's crystal ice, it's got jack-a-lot nothing, but pendant ice is always got some form of progression. So heck yeah. Pendant ice is life and love. You know, you got to absolutely love it to love it, love it, love it. And we have Gannon going on right there with the dance magic over there, the babe with the power of voodoo. You remind me of the babe. So it's amazing, and I'm over here crying because this would have been the seed to commentate on if I was here from the giddy up.
It was a fun one. This was my first mostly solo commentation. So I hope I wasn't too boring for our 200 viewers, but we're glad you're
You had a
able to make the end of it. And man,
better late than never for this. And we got to have Dance Magic Gannon. And, Specks now going to last locate his Samaria. So going to Homie Fish right now. And Dylan is amazing. Dylan is absolutely amazing. And I even would have had the bestest intro for him, which would have been, GGW being the Black Mamba,
yes,
Specs would have been the Cottonmouth Onishi, Dylan would have been the Snake Charmer Bill, and I could have been Copperhead this time. So we'll make sure to do it next time. So Dylan,
for
forgive
sure.
me this time around, you know. And mommy was excited about this matchup too because she's a fan of GGW.
That is
And
awesome.
it looks like Specs no
Uh,
signal.
yeah, Specs did forfeit
Oh no.
after GGW completed here.
And that's a real good time. 114, really good time. Let's see if GGW is going to do any type of interview where let's send the invite.
Yep, I've got the invite sent to both if either of them want to join.
Okay. And chat, I know you saw my name up there. It must have been like, where is Crystal? This is par for the course, She's been doing all that Mario stuff and totally disregarded, doing the Zelda. My deepest apologies. And deepest apologies to you, Dylan, especially because we were talking earlier about doing this. And this would have been one heck of a great seed. I mean, you had Catfish, which, you know, having progression, Pendant Ice, and Pendant Ice for every time I commentate, Dylan, has been a mirror. Like if we go back to most of my matches that I've commentated for, Pendant Ice has had a mirror. So I think there's a correlation of that.
It seems so.
Yeah. And GGW is very important and not going to be doing any type of interview. So I think Specs is probably not going to do one.
Yeah, it may seem that way.
Wow.
Not a lot of talking on this race here, but I had
Yeah.
fun. I'm glad you were able to join. Um, Matt, for tracking for us, keeping keeping things going there.
Yeah. Matt was doing the business, helping you out, and I am so greatly appreciative. So I guess I can do you the biggest favor, do the closing out for everyone with my deepest apologies. Holy moly. So, everyone, I'd like to say GG's to everyone, especially to GGW, who emerged triumphant. Game 2 is going to be on the 27th at 7 p.m. between these two, and game number 2, in which Specs is going to tell GGW Shobu Marasu China, and in which these two will duke it out again. So stay tuned to watch game number 2. And
For sure.
you love to see it because both of these runners are extremely talented. And it's always good to see. And look at that time by GGW. So, GG's to both runners. You showed us exactly why you are in the upper elite of the casual boots community. And we look forward to seeing game number 2. Thank you so much to chat for being here and staying with Dylan, who carried this game. Dylan, you are always amazing, and this is why you are the greatest partner a person could ever have. You held it down while I was gone, and to Matt, thank you so much for tracking. And to those of you who are going to be watching on the video on demand, you know that we appreciate all the love and support that you give us. Thank you for Speed Gaming for hosting us once again in the Casual Boots tournament. Josh, Hubert, and Mr. Ernest Nerd, you guys are amazing. You are the admins that do so much work, and we appreciate everything you do. Guys, go to bed. Have a great night, and we will see you all again. Give our runners a great big follow because GGW and Specs are awesome runners. And we shall see you on the flip side. Right, Dylan?
Yes, for sure. Until next time.
Take care and good night.